Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, and the Tier 2 Blue emote that you're currently a subscriber. You can reply with those emotes. If you're not currently a subscriber, you can say hi or use other people's emotes or be a lurker. I do need to turn on these things here to let you know that we are currently at 39 subscribers. The goal is to hit 40, and I will mention that a bunch until we do. So if you would like to become a subscriber or gift a sub to somebody in the community, now's a great time to do that. If you're not already a subscriber, you could join in, use your Prime Gaming token if Amazon Prime linked with your Twitch. Lord Crashton says, hey, Pat. Hey to you, Lord Crashton. Welcome, welcome. Lashbrook is here as well. Welcome, Lashbrook. Tonight's agenda. Ghostval's here. Hello, Ghostval. We're working on the Star Build Strike Gundam. We completed the upper half of the kit. Then we got to work on the lower half. We're going to work on the legs. We did the feet. Now we're going to do legs. And also, hey, a new piece of gear arrived. A new piece of tech that I pre-ordered. Aristofan's here. Hi, Aristofan. I pre-ordered this, and it got delayed a whole bunch. It is the official Bandai parts separator. We'll take a look at that over on the overhead as well. But it's got it's basically like a spudger and a poker. Which is also great for your polycaps, keeping your polycaps from like getting squished. You can hold them in place or pry a polycap out, I guess. And then, yeah, there's different things here. I do love the indents for your thumb, basically, for pressure, which is nice. And there are 2 points for wedging, which maybe will work out okay. I don't know. We have to figure this out. I like the idea of this thing, so we'll see how it works. It might not be good at all. It might be a fantastic replacement for a bunch of different spudgers. I'm going to keep those spudgers for now anyway. But if this replaces 3 or 4 tools, hell yeah. Doesn't have a tweezer function. That's the one thing it doesn't have. But it'll be nice to see how this thing works out. You could, I guess, with the spudger apply stickers as well. But we got our X-Acto blade, so I'll just use that for that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll give it a test run, and work on this kit and talk about some stuff. I watched a show on Amazon Prime. I watched 3 episodes of it, so I'll give a no spoilers thoughts on that. We'll talk through some manga that I've been reading. Talk through some anime that I've been watching. Talk some video games. I don't have a lot planned for tonight. Talk a little bit about New York and my plans in New York. I don't have a lot. My agenda here is a little limited. I don't have like a ton of things to talk about, but I have a few things. How y'all doing tonight? How's the crew? We got a few people here. We are hoping a few more folks decide to join us, so we are hanging out here in the intro zone for a little while. I would love it if we got like a couple more viewers. If we don't, that's also okay. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'm yawning. I apologize. I'm yawning. I was up a little late last night. But I'm doing all right, I think. I'll reply to my own tweet here, see if we can get a few more friends to join us tonight. Because this kit does need legs. It is indeed leg night. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. I think that we are ready to go. Yes, I believe we are ready to go. Last week says first day back to work after 9 days off, and it was honestly a little tougher than I expected. So 9 days is just enough time to like break all of your routines. So it makes sense. Like a couple days, 9 days, that's a lot. That's like changing your lifestyle amount of days. Aristofan says, kind of rough day today. Looking forward to vegging out. Well, I hope that this will be some relief from your rough day. I'm sorry to hear that, Aristofan. Lester says, oh yeah, I completely adopted a new sleep schedule. Yep, that'll do it. But yeah, I hope that tonight's events are relaxing and that everybody enjoys and has a good time. And then let's switch over to the main feed here. And then I do have to put in the sub thing because we are currently at 39 out of 40 subscribers. Trying to get back up to that 40. So I will, pretty continuously mention that until we do. Okay, so this is the part separator. We'll look at this. This came in the mail. I arrived today. I pre-ordered this from Gundam Planet, and it kept getting pushed, which is okay. It happens. But yeah, you can hold a polycap here as you build around. That's not a good example of a polycap that you would do that for, but maybe this, where you just want it to, you just want to make sure that it is going to be connected and not get squished. So you probably pop that in for something like that. So that's that's interesting. I think that's neat. And then you have the kind of like pointed part here, and then you have more of a general curve, and then a short curve there. And there are like spots for your thumb, so you can get some pressure in to wiggle these things around or go from there. I don't really know. I guess these holes are there to like push something along a pole, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is the official tool. It was a couple dollars plus shipping. I shouldn't have pre-ordered. I probably should have gone to a store. But also, when I pre-ordered this, I didn't know that I would be going to places to a city where there are stores that I could go into. Because I am planning on going to, what store is that? Lunar Toy Store was suggested as a place that I should go check out in New York. And I do have plans to go there. Will I buy any model kits? I don't know. If I do buy a model kit, will I have to ship it myself, or will I fit it in my suitcase? I'll probably fit it in my suitcase. Maybe I'll just wrap it in bubble wrap and throw the box out and stuff that in it. Could probably use it to pry a peg or something. Yes, you could probably use this to pry a peg out, the holes there. Hey, so we did not get a notification there, but someone did renew their subscription or start a new subscription, because we're back up to 40, my friends. So I can take this out. Thank you to whoever subscribed. If the notification pops up, feel free to hit it so we can say thank you. But thank you very much for that. But yeah, so the prying tool here, we can kind of just take a quick look at a quick gander here. I won't separate too much here, but you just get your wedge in there, and then you can kind of wedge things together. This is, again, a bad example, because this one, not a bad example, but these parts don't want to separate right now. But yeah, I'm going to just like pry in there and then kind of wiggle it around. And look, that actually came apart pretty damn easy, all things considered. Now, I want to be careful, because this was a nightmare to put together, these shoulder pieces. So I do want to try to get this back together relatively quickly and safely for my own sake, because these were a pain in the ass to do. All right. So let's put that back on there. And let's put that back together. All right. So yeah. So we do have this. We do have our part separator tool, and I'm happy to have a new piece of gear. Looks neat, and we'll see how it works. Again, I don't know if it's going to replace all of my many spudgers. It will certainly replace. It won't replace our tweezers, which we have, which are helpful for some applications of stickers, particularly like water slides. Very helpful to have those. It won't replace the screwdriver, of course, but it will probably replace like 3 of the wedges I have, especially the metal wedges, which I don't really like to use. So, cool. We've got that, and now we can get into model kit building. 13 minutes into the stream, let's model kit build. We're working on, we did the feet here, we did the upper body of the kit and the feet, and now it's time to work on the leg, working on one of the legs here, because that was 2 times, and this is, yeah. Get those legs together. We're gonna get C out here, and we'll get some legs together. Let's see. Today I caught up on the anime that I wanted to watch for tonight's stream. So it was anime time. What else did I do today? I played some video games that we'll talk about later. Both of them are free to play games, and I had some fun in it. I did play 3 video games today, I should say, because I also played Hearthstone, but we won't really get into Hearthstone too much tonight. There's a balance patch coming, so I was trying to play a deck a bunch before it gets nerfed, because it needs to be nerfed, because it's a rogue deck. It's a rogue death rattle deck that is too strong. So it's going to get nerfed, and then it will make the other Death Rattle deck that I've been using also worse. That is a bit more fair of a Death Rattle deck, but whatever. Still be fun. But yeah, this is a Death Rattle deck that is just like way too win games. So it should be nerfed, and so I'm expecting that to come in because the nerfs kind of got leaked. So what's the other things? Yard work. Y'all don't want to hear about that, but I'm doing a lot more of it. I got more lawn mowing to do tomorrow. The lawn always needs to be mowed. Like, you mow it, and then you're like, good, done with that. And then it's like, nah, what if you did this more? Like, but I don't want to. I want to be done with this. What if I didn't have to? But it keeps coming back. It keeps demanding that I continue to do it, and I'm just like, oh, so needy. Lawns. I got to do more of that tomorrow. I don't want to. Hey, this was a thing that was nice for me. It was only 70-something degrees today. Was it humid? Yes. But still, 70 degrees. That was fantastic. I went for a walk today, and it didn't take all of my goddamn energy when I was done. It just took some of my energy while I was doing it. So that was pretty great. I hope it is maybe comfortable where you all are, better than it's been. But yeah, for me, out here, not bad. Totally manageable. Was very pleased with the weather. It's going to get hot again, certainly, but still pretty okay. Let's see. Other things that we can talk about. Part Separator. I got some video games to chat with you about, which we'll do in a bit. Again, like I said, between yesterday and today, not a lot that I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about this. I don't care about ratings in general, TV ratings, because they are done. The Nielsen ratings literally don't matter to anyone anymore. But the best segment of Friday night's AEW Rampage, the segment that had the most views, was the segment that did feature Sonny Kiss. And Sonny Kiss has not been on television for a very long time, outside of ads airing during AEW about during Pride Month. Outside of that, you've only seen Sonny Kiss on Dark and Dark Elevation. They're two YouTube shows. So to have Sonny appear on television in two segments and have that be like the best of the night is fucking good. Again, do I believe that those ratings mean anything? No. But will I be happy that Sonny Kiss seemed to, be in a segment that does well and is going to have more to do? Will we see Sonny Kiss on TV more? I mean, that's the question. Will this association work out? Possibly. One would hope. Because Sonny Kiss is a fantastic wrestler and a good person, and I want good things for them. So, please put, please have this work out. That would be great. Other things. Are there other things that I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. I write stuff down. Again, a video game talk later. I'll talk about this. This is short because I don't have a lot to say about it. Hey. If you have Amazon Prime, why don't you check out League of Their Own? It's the season 1. I believe 10 episodes, I want to say. I've only watched 3 episodes of it. So I can't say that it nails it every episode, but I watched 3 episodes, and that's a fun show. It's full of comedians and comedic actors doing a goddamn good job. It's full of people that you're like, oh, wait, she's in this? Like, it's full of that kind of thing. I don't feel like it's had much press even from Amazon, which is frustrating. A lot of the press is just like interviews by the people involved being like, we would love to do a season 2. And it's like, yeah, I bet you would. So I do hope that people check it out because I think that it's lovely. And if you're like, Pat, I don't know if I want a TV show about that period in history. I don't care about sports. I'll tell you, I don't give a damn about sports, but I do give a damn about like a fun show with fun people. I think that's cool. And hey, one of my favorite TV shows of all time is about sports ostensibly. So, Sports Night was a show I enjoyed very much. Is this the same vibe? Of course it's not. But you know what I mean by that. So, Pat Baer recommends taking a look at that. Look, if only because, and I say this, I don't have it myself, but I do know a lot of people out there that have a crush on Darcy Carden. So if you also have a crush on Darcy Carden, she's married. But if you have a crush on Darcy, this is some good Darcy time. If you liked Janet from what the fuck that show was called that I can't remember the name of, the one where they were all in purgatory with Ted Danson in the lead. She was Janet, the robot or artificial intelligence. But yeah, Darcy rules. The Good Place. Thank you, Lashbrook. Yeah. If you watched The Good Place and you were like, the person that plays Janet rules, she does. You should check out A League of Their Own. There's a Pat Baer recommends for you. Okay, so this is step 14. And over here, we are continuing to work on these legs. They look pretty neat. Doing a lot of A and a lot of C here. A lot of white in these legs that we will then panel line to make look a little more lively. Let's see. I need A18 right over here. Then I need to get out H. Let's see. I guess we can get into manga. It is Manga Monday, everybody. So we'll do anime talk at the second hour of the stream. But I think we can get into Manga Monday here. And I'll talk about some manga that I've been reading. Both of the things I'll talk about here. One's a manga and one is a manhwa. So it's a Korean, South Korean specifically, story. So we'll talk about those. Let's start off Manga Monday by talking to you about... Whoops, I forgot the exclamation point. Haha. That's very silly. So then I just wrote manga instead of exclamation point manga. There we go. The Fallen Brother is actually the strongest, and Standard of Reincarnation. So both of these are reincarnation stories. So they're not isekai, but they are the reborn. And time has, time is different. It's like, I've been reborn in a new era. So they're both similar in that respect. And that's kind of where the similarities end. We'll start by talking about, so I need H20. There's H20. We'll start talking about the Fallen Brother is actually the strongest. So, our main character died. And he was like, that's it. That's done. Okay. Lived a long life. Seems all right. I guess I do regret not really having like a family. I wish I had that I had been able to grow up with a family and know all of them. That would have been nice. And the ancient dragon that he defeated, who was dying as well, was like, sure, I'll grant your wish. And he's like, wait, no, I was just thinking. That wasn't a request. What? And then our main character dies and is reborn in the future. And he is the younger brother, and he's got a family, and he's like, cool. He's reborn, but it takes a long time for him to remember what's going on. He's just like, oh, okay, now I know I've been reborn. Cool. I got a brother. I go to school. I got a fiance. I'm in a noble family. Great. All of this is great. I'm looking forward to whatever life brings me. Cool. But it's not that simple, because of course it isn't. We find out in a couple chapters later what the deal is. The deal is the magic wasn't perfect, and it took a while for it to kick in. So You know the whole thing where it's just like, oh, this character was lazy and nobody liked him because he was kind of lethargic. Well, the reincarnation is the reason why. The reincarnation magic took a long time to convey, so it took a while for him to like wake up, and so he was like the fallen brother. He was like the lazy, good for nothing brother. So his older brother, or his younger brother, I should say, hates him. It's just like, oh, the ironic twist that like your younger brother, like all he really wanted was a family. The whole point of being reincarnated was so that he has the opportunity to have a family, and then his family is just like thinks that he's a waste, and they're not wrong. Now, saying they weren't wrong, everyone like his fiance who has been in a relationship and wants to leave him for the other brother, and then is surprised when he's like, yeah, sure. Because our main dude, once he wakes up, he's just like, well, yeah, you're still my brother, and like, you know, I still care about you. I should mention our main character is not just kind of lets things roll off the back. Like he is all powerful. He's like incredibly powerful, but he does seem like kind of a dumbass, a very smart dumbass. So he's just like incredibly strong immediately. He unlocks all his powers when it's time to summon a creature to serve him. He summons a chunk of the demon lord that he fought in the past, and he's like, "Hey, you seem stronger than you used to be." And she's like, "Yeah, you're giving me some of your powers. That's why I'm so strong. You're the strongest person in the world." So everyone's like freaked the fuck out about that because suddenly there's a demon, there's a servant. Where we leave off, it is very clear that the headmaster and some other people that work there are evil, and they're like, it's that weird thing where like this dude is clearly incredibly strong, and they were like, now is the time for our master plan, and it's like, I think you should stop that because like you did just meet a guy that defeated the dungeon in your basement that in like a day that no one's ever defeated. So maybe he's gonna be a fucking problem for you. Anyway, there's also like girls that he's nice to that you needed people to be nice to them because of course they are. And he's like very psyched about having friends. The thing about the story that's very annoying is that I understand that our main character wasn't the strongest dude in the world for a long time, and he just like woke up to the possibility that he could be a big strong man and is really tough. And I understand that human nature dictates that when presented with something that seems impossible, that it is hard for us to comprehend the world being different from our preconceived notions. I understand that. If I need to get big and philosophical in this moment, I will get big and philosophical in this moment. I understand that it is hard to accept the differences in what you are perceived versus what is reality. But a big portion of the fallen brother is actually the strongest is just pages of people being like, that's impossible. Like, our dude's brother gets so mad about this not making any sense and his good-for-nothing brother suddenly being incredibly strong and stronger than him, and he gets, like, a scholarship and a bunch of other shit happens, that he steals, like, a legendary sword to attack his brother, and his brother's just like, that's a pretty great sword. And, like, it doesn't affect him. And he's just like, this shouldn't be happening. It's like, well, it is, my dude. And I understand that this is a story, and that is a tried and true on like important thing to happen, that like people can't accept that like some folks are just suddenly very strong and talented, and I understand that is necessary, but it doesn't make it easier to read. It's still frustrating that this main person is so tough and sudden and cool, and people are just like his parents are like flabbergasted that the younger brother got the scholarship, or the main character got the scholarship instead of his brother. And it's like, you just, like, have you not been hearing what's going on? Your other son is cool and badass now. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, where have you been? Get on board with your both of your sons being talented, but one of your sons being incredibly talented. So I don't know if I'm going to keep reading The Fallen Brother is Actually the Strongest, because it does frustrate me. And I do think we need to get to another arc where people are just accepting of how badass and cool our main dude is now, because I'm a little over it. Now, a story where the main character is a reincarnation and people are accepting about how cool and tough he is our other reincarnation. I didn't originally pick to do 2 reincarnations. It just happened, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll run with it. Which is a manhwa, so it's a Korean comic, called Standard of Reincarnation. Which is fun because it is atypical. It is not standard. So our main character was from a prestigious family of knights and sword wielders and all that. All the stuff that you're like, hell yeah, cool swords, great. Good for you, man. But he was only born with one arm. And he still fucking tried. Even though he became the whipping boy of someone of his own age, like a strong, tough dude. And even though his parents like wished he hadn't been born and never got over the fact that he was always going to, not that he was weak, but that he was never going to be what they wanted him to be, because he was never going to be as strong as they needed him to be, because he only had one arm. But he worked really hard, and then eventually in a duel, he fucking defeated this guy, like this champion guy, because that guy got really cocky and stopped training as much. He got into drugs and women, whereas our main character just solely focused on being strong. And he only beat him once, but he felt vindicated. And then he got thrown into prison because the dude spread rumors that he had made a deal with a demon. And our guy died of starvation in prison, which is not a happy ending. And then flash forward to hundreds of years later, where our guy suddenly is taken over the body of don't stop me if you heard this before. He takes over the body of a weak-willed member of a prestigious sword family. And he's just like, what? What the fuck just happened? And here's a twist for you. There's the first real twist of the series. The guy that he took over the body of, usually they're weak-willed individuals that died mysteriously and then suddenly like, oh, okay, well that, died and now I've taken over, so I'll be a badass in his place. I should also say, this body has 2 arms. So our dude is like, hell yeah. No, our guy was summoned. Our main character was summoned into this body because secretly, even if he wasn't physically strong, there's a dude who was like, yeah, I'm trying to ascend into godhood. So I tried to summon like a really powerful spirit, and for some reason I got you, and I don't know why I got you, but yeah, I'm trying to work on a scam. So you have my body now, which is weird, but it's a descendant of a guy that was the only apprentice of our main character in the past. So basically you get this weak person suddenly is strong. What's going on? And a lot of that is him just being like, yeah, I'm trying to, make you proud. And I've learned my own sword skills. And there is a fun scene where the guy's just like, there's like a blacksmith and, he's like, hey, you keep giving us shitty swords for this guy's sword training. He keeps breaking all these swords that you brought him. And our dude is just like, the blacksmith's just like, no, these aren't weak swords. This guy's just really strong for a T. Like, he's just very strong. I should say, another way that this is atypical is there is the shitty guy that is being shitty to this dude, right? Around the same age, using him as a stepping stone, just being real shit. When he gets beat, he suddenly has the realization, I have a lot to learn. Okay. All right. I am going to stick by you, and I will look after you because I'm going to get stronger. And also, as I get stronger, I'm going to prove to you that I can eventually beat you. So, there's still going to be some aggressiveness, but I love the idea that it's very Dragon Ball, right? Of just like, oh, that was the enemy, and we did think he sucked, but like in a couple chapters, even though we thought he used to suck, he's going to do some cool shit, and he does do some cool shit. So it is a fun thing that honestly I don't see in manhwa that often. Because usually like the shit that gets beat up, it just disappears and you don't hear from them again because they got so humiliated that they're just gone forever. But in this case, the shit that got beat up was like, I'm gonna get stronger and have more honor. Thanks. So I would say it's fairly interesting. There's a lot of history about this character's mother who passed away, which is fun because she seemed awesome. And there are a lot of characters that owe her a lot and then therefore are looking out for this son. And I will tell you another thing that's kind of fun is they're all, just about everybody's pretty fucking psyched that this dude is awesome now because they were all kind of waiting for him to, like, show his true colors. Now, we know that his true colors were cast some sort of weird magic in order to try to get to godhood and summon, whatever. But, like, in reality, what we're getting is everyone's just like, oh, we're really psyched that this dude is suddenly kicks ass. Like, we're all really on board with this. Also, our main character can't tell the guy that's trying to ascend that summoned him. He can't tell him his real name for some reason, and I hope that comes up, but I don't know. So I would say, standard of Reincarnation, which is a manhwa, worth the read. I have been enjoying it. We finished a leg, by the way. One leg down. Time to move on to the other leg. I really think this sticker is bad. This blue sticker, it does not look good. But this clear pink here is rad, though. I will give it that. The clear pink is pretty great. But this blue sticker could have been plastic. Should have been plastic. Kinda sucks. Anyway, moving on to the other leg. That's it for Manga Monday. I hope you enjoyed my manga conversation. Maybe inspired you to pick up a book and check something out. Let's see. My New York trip. Pat Bear's New York trip. I'm going to just throw some emotes in the chat. We're going to quiet stream tonight, which is okay. Throw those in there. So my New York trip is coming up. I will hopefully be streaming on that Saturday from New York. I won't know till I get there. I will be leaving on Friday the 26th and coming back on Monday the 29th. My plan for that Monday, I don't know if I talked about this on stream. My plan for that Monday is to hopefully stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. I may call it that day, but I don't like the idea of missing two streams and missing two build streams. So my plan lands at 8 o'clock. So I planned to stream at 10 p.m. instead of 9. So it'll be 10 to midnight that night instead of 9 to 11 Eastern. I will, of course, have, tweets out and do all that legwork to try to make sure y'all know what's up. But that is the plan. I have plans that Friday night to go to a show. I have been invited to attend a show. Saturday night, I'm still trying to get booked on an improv show. I would love to book a show, be on a show or host a thing. So I am trying to do that. I've got some meetings lined up, which was one of the main reasons I'm going. So that's good. At least I've got like meetings lined up for that. I think Saturday afternoon, I'm trying to get people to come to. I'm like putting the word out that people can come to a park. I'm going to do like office hours at a park near where I'm staying, so that people want to come and like hang out with me outside. I'm waiting to like closer to make sure the weather is going to be good for that. But that's like the plan, is to do like I want excuses, like the same way that I've invited a few people to come to the same wrestling show that I'm going to. Again, don't know if anyone will, but like I'm already going to this show, so if other people want to come to it, that's a way to see me. But I'm kind of keeping that to a limited number of people. Whereas like, hey, if anybody's in New York who wants to come hang out with me in this park, here's when I'll be there. And if not, then I just hang out in the park for a little while, and that sounds good. If I don't get anybody to come by. Again, I'm also waiting a little while before I like really put that out. But I wouldn't even put that on Twitter. That would be like me talking about it on Facebook more than anything. Just be like, hey, I'm at this thing. Who's coming out? That kind of thing. Let's see. This would have to go here. Great. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I am trying not to get nervous about going. I'm trying to stay excited about going, because that's it's more positive that way, to be like, hey, I'm going to this cool event, rather than to be like, or I'm doing these cool things and I'm traveling, rather than be like worried about it or anything. So the laptop that I will be using, I did some tests with it. I definitely should not try to use its output HDMI to use two monitors while also streaming. I did a test stream, like the bandwidth test more than anything, and the computer was just like, no. So that's fine. The laptop should still be able to stream. I won't even record locally, and it shouldn't be a problem. So got the laptop ready for that. At least I know pretty well that that's going to work out. I got some clothes ready to go. I'm packed for my trip that is in like a week and a few days. But that's not unusual for me. Like my backpack is packed, my suitcase is packed. Like there's a couple things that need to go in there, like your toiletry stuff, that kind of thing. But for the most part, I have all the main things ready for it. And of course, like the laptop, and then like one of my lightning cables and an adapter needs to go in there. And then another adapter, or another cord that I'll need before that. Because I'll need like a micro USB thing for my headphones. Ursvan asks, is this your first New York trip since you moved? Yes. So since I have been here in South Carolina, I have been to Philadelphia for one weekend back in December. And that's it as far as, other than that, I have been in this house. So I have not been to New York since I moved down here in July 2020. So I am excited. I am near my old neighborhood, and I am going to get, like, honestly, lunch that day. The plane lands. I'm going to my storage unit, and then I'm going to go to my, get lunch, go to my Airbnb, which will hopefully let me in early. If it doesn't let me in early, I have some ideas of what I can do. If they let me in early, then I'll go there. But then I'm going to go to my old neighborhood as soon as I can and get pizza from the place I used to get pizza, because it's like a 20-minute walk from where I'm staying. So that Friday, I'm very excited about that. That like fills me with glee, the idea that I'm going to go hang out. That Friday, I have dinner plans. I'm going to have a meeting and then go to a show that I've been invited to, and then I will probably go to another show after that. Is the idea? I might end up going shopping, but I'm probably not going to go shopping till Sunday. Sunday's the day that I will go, like, check out the Lunar Toy Store and check out a few other things, because Sunday is the day I know I won't. Like, I have wrestling plans that night, but I want to keep Sunday pretty loose because I'm there. I'm not gonna have a meeting Sunday afternoon. Like, it's just not gonna probably come up, so I can kind of keep that planned. New York's finest pizza place, Sbarro's. Yes, no, Lord Crash. I'm not going to Sbarro's. I won't be at Sbarro's. Don't even joke. All right, H21. But I will. H21 is here. But yeah, I am looking forward to going, and hopefully, again, seeing some people, having some meetings. As I said, I have a dinner thing on Friday. Saturday, I will hopefully be able to meet up with people. Monday, I do have plans as well. I have a meeting on Monday, and then I'm probably going to pop into a place on Monday just to be like, hey, like there's a few people that I'm like gonna reach out to when I get there. That'll be a little easier. And then, like I said, Sunday night, gonna go to a wrestling show. I'm going to a House of Glory. Gonna go to Hog and see a show there, a wrestling show. Mainly because I haven't been to a wrestling show in a while, and if I'm already going to go and be near people, I might as well go see Eddie Kingston wrestle, because it's been a long time since I've seen Eddie. But yeah, like, I'm not doing like a food tour or anything. There are things that I would like to get. Like, if I'm in the Lower East Side, I'll go to Dumpling Man and I'll get soup dumplings, because I don't know the last time I had soup dumplings, and it would be great to have them, because I didn't have them for a while before I left. So I would like to get fucking kick-ass soup dumplings, and that might be the that might be the time to go get them. Is, if something comes up and I'm like, oh, I'm around, I'm gonna go get soup dumplings, I'll do that. Like I said, I'm gonna go to my old neighborhood and get pizza. That sounds like exactly something I should do. In my old haunts. I don't know, there's a few places that, like, I would like to turn up and see what's going on, but I can't, like, say for sure, what places I'm going to hit and what I'm going to not, because I am there to go to meetings and try to get some work or have some ideas of, is there something that, like, could bring me back to New York for a short term or long term thing. That is the primary thing. Then below that is go to my storage unit and get stuff. Like, my suitcase, I'm trying to keep very light so that I can. Right now, my backpack just has, like, tech gear. It doesn't have anything else in, so I'm going to have room in my backpack. But then, like, I'm bringing back the wrestling belt, the League of Heels belt. That's coming back with me. Like, that is a priority for me, is to have that and come back with that and be able to bring that back here to South Carolina, and the other League of Heels gear that is there that would be easy for me to bring back. I want to have that stuff. I want to, and that also, like, I've thought about this. It's like, if it doesn't fit in the suitcase, like, I have duffel bags, and I can just, like, make it all a duffel bag. I would rather just have it all be in the suitcase and just have the suitcase be heavy, because that suitcase is going to be checked anyway, because I want to just put that belt on the plane. I don't want to bring it as a carry-on, because I've done that before, and it's weird to explain why you have a replica wrestling belt that is not a WWE or, I guess, AEW replica belt that is like a custom-made belt. Why you have that as your carry-on. So I'm like, what if I didn't deal with that? And I just showed up. If I didn't, what if I just, like, had it in my suitcase and didn't think about it later? That would be pretty good. All right, let's put on this other sticker here, this piece of blue sticker that I don't like. But yeah, I mean, as far as New York goes, what if you just wore it on the plane? Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through, because then I got to take it off, No, I know you're kidding, but no. I just want to check that out. So yeah, so I'm going to my storage unit. Like, also, I'm going to get some shirts out of my storage unit and bring them back here. So I have some clothes here. And I'm going to throw away some shirts that I've been wearing for 2+ years that I don't really need anymore. I have bought a few since, but I haven't bought a lot of shirts, so I'm going to bring back some goddamn shirts. Excited about that. I might even bring back another dress shirt because I only brought a couple. So I might do that. I'm bringing up a hoodie because you never know with weather. I haven't looked. I guess I could do that. What got here? I got a message on there. Somebody left a long message here on my on Pat Baer's Anime Club, so I'll check that out. Okay. Okay, I'll check that out. I will check that out later. Let's see. I could just check the weather. Just get a gist of it, what the New York City weather is going to be like. I'll give the old 10-day. Obviously, not exactly when I'm there. But I'll go, yeah, okay, we're in our 80s here. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm getting that. Let's see. Right now, it looks like high of 85. Might rain on Saturday, might rain on Sunday. Okay. All right, so it's in the 80s. That seems okay. So, like, I'm bringing a pair of jeans, and I'm bringing a hoodie, and I'm probably going to swap that hoodie for another one because there isn't, like, it's only really December and January and some of February that it's cold here, but it's not like wear a heavy winter coat cold. It's like wear a hoodie cold. So I'm going to, like, bring up my Crunchyroll hoodie, and then, like, maybe I'll bring back another one because I can't remember what other hoodies I have in storage. Because my Black Clover one, I don't know if I got rid of that because I didn't love it, but I got it for free. So I was like, from a former job. So I was like, I might see if that's in there and bring that out, but I don't know. So that, like, right now it's like, all right, well, storage unit is to get that kind of stuff. Also, like, is there any gear that would be helpful for me to have? Is, like, my tripod, would that be helpful? Maybe. Especially if I, end up doing panel stuff somewhere and want to record myself. It's nice to have a tripod. So it's like, all right, well, maybe I'll bring my tripod. Maybe I'll throw that in the suitcase. Like, there's some stuff in there that I'm like, tempted to see other electronic stuff. Like, do I have some cables and cords that would make my life easier down here? Like, maybe. I could also rig my the tripod. I could rig the camera arm that I'm using for this camera. I could put that on that instead of the clamp that it's currently on, which is on a little table, which is not super beneficial for me being on this table. So I could put it on the tripod, maybe, and then I could put it in a different location than it is currently, which would be probably good. So I don't know. I got thoughts. I got thoughts on stuff. I got thoughts. It's such a weird turn of phrase for me. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Like, hey, I recommend this, friends. If you can have something to look forward to, you should go for it. Get something to look forward to. Because, like, again, trepidation of travel. Like, the travel part, whatever. Seeing people sounds good. Going to shows sounds incredible. Doing shows also sounds pretty good. Wouldn't mind doing that either. But, like, yeah, seeing people can't wait. Doing stuff, all that. Like, going in, visiting with people and talking to them about maybe doing some work with them. I've been doing that shit anyway. I've still been doing plenty of, like, interviews on Zoom and all that. Like, whatever, that's fine. But it does come down to me being, like, a little nervous about travel because I have flown, but it was just, to Philly. Also, just, like, being around all those people. I'm going to be in a big goddamn city again, which I love, but, like, I don't know. I'm happy I'm staying in a neighborhood that's like pretty goddamn chill. So that's good. Like it's near a bunch of nonsense, but it's not in a bunch of nonsense, and that appeals to me greatly. I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to just be a little chill while I'm up there and kind of getting used to the hustle and bustle and all that. And again, I'm going to try to find some time to go and look in a store for model kits and, maybe pick some up. And again, probably just buy one kit, take it out of the box, throw it all in my carry-on, and just bring it a bunch of bagged stuff. Also, maybe a Lego set. Maybe I'll find something like that, on sale or something. Lego's rarely on sale, but I don't know. I'm still going to look around for some deals if I can. Dirty wants me to drink a little water. Hey, Dirty, welcome. I'll drink some water. We are going to take a pause for the cause in a little bit. I'll talk about ways you can support the channel and all that in a little bit, but first, a little water. Tonight has been a very chill evening. Tonight was probably a bad night for me to not really have a super specific game plan of things to talk about, because that happens every now and again where I just there are things that I'm like, oh yeah, we'll talk about this, this, and this, and I'll talk about these things. And then there are other times, one of the reasons why Manga Monday happens is because I generally don't have a lot that happens between the end of after Saturday stream and now. Generally Sunday and Monday are pretty light for me. So I don't have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Which is why I started, talking about the manga that I'm reading, which we did earlier. But yeah, it is a pretty late evening. I did not watch the first hour of Raw because I didn't kind of want to. I like doing the recaps of what happened on Raw and watching clips of stuff more than I like. Or I'll get the USA replay and just fast forward through a bunch of stuff. I like some of the promos, sure, but there's a lot of recaps because it's a 3-hour show, so they gotta do recaps and stuff. But I want to see Ciampa in a tag team match. I'd like to see Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. That sounds good. There's a tag match that sounded like it would be solid that I wouldn't. Asuka and Alexa Bliss versus Nikki ASH and Doudrop. That sounds like a good match that I would like to see. But yeah, I don't end up watching it live. A lot of times I'm watching wrestling live because I'm in a Discord with people that are doing it and we're all watching it together and chatting or whatever. That really helps. I had a group that is a bad movie group, and we've been getting together and watching some stuff that's been fun. All right, so why is this not fitting in? Come on, fit in. Why are you being weird? Let's use my part separator here. Let's try using this. Let's put this on here and see if we can get it to work that way. I probably won't because of the part that sticks up, but maybe it will. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. That was really tight for some strange reason, but hey, hopefully that means the leg won't flail around. Oh yeah, also if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I did get this part separator. This is an official Bandai part separator that it came in. I pre-ordered this a while ago. It came from Gundam Planet, and it's got the wedge part there, and then a little poker for polycaps. And I haven't used it really, but it did help with that, I think, maybe. Yeah, all right, we'll put that there. And then we'll put this here. And we have completed 2 legs. This kit, I will say, the shoulders gave me the most trouble of anything on this kit. But otherwise, this has been a really enjoyably simple build. And that's been nice because we've been building some old weird kits. And to jump from old weird kits to get back into some oh no, this is just fun. This is a fun kit. It's been really nice. I got a notification here. Oh, that's weird. I got gifted a sub I just got a notification on Twitch and I was like, oh, what's this going to be? Is it like a sub expiring? I was gifted a sub to my buddy Adam, aka Seabats, and I don't know why I was gifted a sub there, but E-Block gifted me a sub. I'm not in chat right now. Maybe he mentioned my name and someone gifted me a sub. I don't know, but that's nice. That's money for Adam, so that sounds good. Adam's a good dude. He's one of them loading ready run friends. So, cool. Again, I don't know how that. I don't know why that happened. I know how it happened, but I don't know why it happened. But that's still fun. That's nice. All right, let's get the waste. Let's get the waste together, and then we'll take a pause for the calls, and I'll talk ways you can support the channel and all that. I've had that happen before, which is weird. Well, sometimes it's just the random thing, right? Like it's just someone hit random, and as far as I know, random is you just gift subs to the community. Starts with people who are in chat, and then it goes to people who have been there. Can you not gift followers at random? So that's what it is, Lashbrook. But I'm not. Adam usually has enough viewers that that it usually goes to who's in chat right now randomly, and then it's people that have viewed. Like my buddy Ian gets some gift subs in this community because y'all are very nice, and sometimes you gift subs. And you gift subs, and there aren't people that need gift subs here in watching. So there have been times where people that have been in chat before get it. There's no truly random. Yes, random has some bias to people who are in chat, then people who were subbed before, and then people who have watched more. Okay, so yeah, I have been gifted subs in his channel before. So, but I was just saying, like, I was surprised that it didn't go to somebody that was like there right now. It went to me. So that's why it also could have been not random. It could have been I came up in conversation and somebody was just like, oh yeah, Pat Baer. Okay, here you go. Here's the gift sub. But also it could have been just completely, totally random. But it's still nice. It's unexpected, but nice. Happy to support my friends. I do only 2 streams. Support a friend of mine, and Loading Ready Run gets my premium. My premium used to go to another streamer, but they did a thing which is cool, but I'm not doing. But like, they were a streamer, and I don't want to say who because it gets complicated and weird when you start talking about that. But oh, hey, we just got a new follow. Thank you so much, Victor Reddy. Appreciate that. Welcome. What was I going to say? Okay, so this is PCO2. Great. No, I used to follow somebody, and they got my Prime Gaming every month. And then they got really into a different video game, and their numbers shot way up, which is awesome. It's awesome that they have such a big new crowd. I was not mad about that part, but the game that they got really into, I didn't enjoy watching. I do remember that John. Also, John, where you could get more subs. You could sub to more things. That was very limited time when they were doing that. But it was the thing where I was like, oh, I really like this person, but not enough to watch them play the thing that I don't like. So I'm not going to be here anymore. And also, hey, that's fine. Like, get it, be okay with that. People come and go. I am happy when people that used to be here all the time come back. But if they never do again, that's also okay. But I have enjoyed when people like stop back in after a long hiatus. That is nice. It is nice to see them. Would I prefer that they stick around all the time and always subscribe and hang out and watch the streams? Sure. Tonight's been very fucking light as far as viewers go. I understand that. I wish that there were more people watching, because that would be better for me. But I'm also okay with it. It happens. So like the hope is that people that are watching are having a good time and enjoying themselves, and then also the hope is that we do keep building. I haven't done anything in a while that would help get like boost my numbers. The last thing was probably doing me guesting on Nextlander's like paywalled Patreon podcast. Their secondary one of their Patreon podcasts gave me a nice little boost in numbers. I was there. That was when I was promoting the Plamo Weekender. But that gave me a nice little boost, and that's the last time that I've had like a good boost for quite some time, except like my 40th birthday. I had guests on the stream, you may remember, and that had a nice little boost of people. That they came through, some people came in for that, and that was really nice. Oh, and then also I guess I got a boost. Not too long ago, Jeff retweeted one of my stream posts and tweets, and that got me a few more viewers than normal. So that was nice. Any podcast appearances planned out for Q4? So I don't have anything to promote. So it comes down to like a thing that I don't want to do too much is, hey, if you ever need me, if you ever need a guest talking about these kind of things or doing this stuff, I'm available. I don't want to put pressure on people to have to make room for me. So generally, it's if I've got something to promote, it's a reminder to my friends, hey, we're doing this thing, right? So like, I will still probably reach out and be like, hey, I'm available to be on podcasts and hang out if you ever need anybody, right? Like, if Jeff wants to do that wrestling podcast, he keeps kind of saying, I guess we probably are going to have to do that. Like, he knows that I would be on board from that. Like, Giant Bomb folks know that I would be on board for hanging out. Like, I haven't done the like, hey, invite me on your podcast tweet in a while. I could probably do that as well and do some other things. But it's a thing where it's like, maybe like in December I might go back to PAX Unplugged, and then I would like probably try to get some podcast in December to promote my appearance on PAX Unplugged, or November. But like, I don't know if I'm doing that right now, so I'm not gonna like reach out to people. I kind of want to hear how the cases are coming out of PAX West. I mean, I hope they're minimal, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm John. Like, I have been, look, I might go to Unplugged because it's small. I had a good time last year. They helped me out. It was great to go and talk to people and all that, and see some people in small, limited capacity. So I might do Unplugged again, but I'm probably not going to go for fun to a convention if it's not paying me to be there or making it happen. I probably won't for a while, but I might. I don't know. All right, now it's part of the stream where I'm going to talk to you about ways you can support the channel. Well, I can take this off because we are at 40 subscribers. All the things I'm going to be saying here are optional. If it says I'm going to PAX West, it's as safe as possible. Yes, I hope it is too. I know they've been taken seriously, but also it's still fucking rough out there. So good luck to you. Stay safe. Like, especially with PAX West is good because it's really spread out, but it's also bad because it's not like all under one umbrella with one policy. It's like hotels and who the fuck knows. But I would say try to find stuff that's not super popular and just like be cool. Aristofan's also going to PAX West. Well, same things apply to you. Good luck, and like, yeah, try to find the stuff that's not super packed and popular and see how that feels. If you want to go to the main stage, go to the one like in the afternoon when it's like some company and you're like, whatever. You shoot in your backyard. Well, there you go, Aristofan. You get to stay at your house. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like the way to do it. So you're not like riding an elevator in a hotel constantly with a bunch of questionable people. All right, so Aristfan already did it, and John throw them in there. But yeah, throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Throw some emotes in there if you're currently a subscriber. If you're not currently a subscriber, now's a great time to jump in. $5 a month. Use your Prime Gaming token. You have Amazon Prime link with your Twitch. You can use that. You could gift a sub. Firestar Man and Bobby Dice Roller and Aristophan have all gifted subs. You could join that wonderful crew. No one has cheered this month. So you could be the top of the cheer leaderboard if you cheered. That would be nice. That's a way to support what I do. I'll go through this real quickly. Another way to support me is through Patreon. I was just talking about Patreon today with someone, how it's like, no, my Patreon's consistent. And it's nice. It's nice to have that. And you can jump into my Patreon at the $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. Different rewards for different tiers. Take a look at my Patreon if you haven't before. See if there's a tier that works for you. Also, my YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, which is obviously free, get in there. Subscribe to my YouTube. That would be rad. Now, if you want to go a step further, while you're there, if you're like, Pat, while I'm here on your YouTube, why don't I become a member? You could do that. And then you get my Wednesday videos a day early. So the video that everyone else is going to see on Wednesday, you could see on Tuesday, tomorrow. So that's the thing. And also direct donations. If monthly does not work out for you, you could do a direct donation. And every little thing that comes in here through direct donations and monthly, be it Patreon or Twitch or YouTube, all goes into me buying model kits. I have a backlog of some excellent kits that I'm looking forward to building, and I couldn't be buying those kits without your generous support. We got Victor saying, hey man, I wanted to buy a kit, but I'm not sure which one. Takes the Barbatos Lupus Rex or the Exia Repair 2. So, the Exia Repair 2 is a very straightforward, pretty solid, easy to build kit. I like the Repair 2, the Exia. I think there are some interesting they're not holographic, but they're weird plastic parts in it that I think actually add a lot to it. The Lupus Rex is a really solid build, be it high grade or master grade. If you haven't built anything from Iron Blood Orphans, the Lupus Rex could be a little tough because even though they're like Gundams are humanoid, right? They got that humanoid thing. Kind of the main Gundams in Iron Blood Orphans are more like demonic. So like they're hunched over, like their chests, like their whole shoulders and chest are like caved over. It's hard to describe, but like it can make building the waist on those kinds of kits a little confusing because you're like, this doesn't look right. Believe me, it is right. It's just it's kind of odd because they're not like superhero pose. They're like, I'm gonna get you pose. That I don't know if that's helpful or not. But I mean, the Lupus Rex rules. It's kind of an odd kit to build. All of the Gundams from Iron Blood Orphans are a little tough. Whereas the Exia Repair 2, it's a pretty straightforward ass kit, solid, good. Like I said, it has those like clear plastic parts that can be a little weird to put in, but not too weird. So I hope that helps. The kit we're currently building, the Star Build Strike Gundam. Star Build Strike Gundam is a kit that was purchased from my Amazon wish list by an anonymous person. I don't know who bought this, but we'll get back to model kit building and working on the kit I'm currently building. But I'm just going to quickly say, hey, check out my Amazon wish list. See if there's something you'd like to see me build on stream. I shoot a dedicated YouTube video about the things you buy, and they jump the queue. I know that someone has bought me the Rising Gundam. Sazabi bought me the Rising Gundam. I'll build that in the future whenever it arrives. But I've got Lego sets, inexpensive kits, expensive kits, stuff that's on sale, stuff that has Amazon free shipping, stuff that doesn't. Take a look at the list. Again, it jumps the queue if you buy something from there. Inexpensive kits all the way up to very expensive kits, and some gear at the bottom, because having gear is also cool and helpful. So I've got that. Also, Throne is another wish list. I have to go in and update that again. It's been a little while. But you could buy something for my Throne wish list, which is more curated, and an alternative to Amazon. And then you could buy me a gift card to USA Gundam Store. Get that code in your email. DM me. It would be nice, and I would appreciate it. Let's see. So we got that. Discord. If you want to support me for free, that doesn't cost you any money ever in any way, shape, or form, you could join my Discord. I post build photos. People post stuff they're working on. It's a nice little place. Let's see. Couple video links. I got a new episode of Pat Baer's Anime Club up. Pat Baer's Anime Club is every other Monday. It is a video series where I take a look at something in the world of anime or manga that I want to talk about and do a long-form video about it. In this case, it's my summer 2022 recommendations. Do I talk about an isekai? Of course I do. But yeah, it's just me talking about some of the shows I think are great this season that I think you should check out if you haven't already. So give that video a look if you don't mind, and leave a comment. I got a comment during the stream, so I have to look at that after. And then Do You Remembaer is an ongoing video series where every week I take a look at something online, generally a Wikipedia article, try to remember every part of it that I can, and then I shoot a video where I talk about said article. So that's Do You Remembaer. And this particular video that I did is about the British 80s milk campaign called Milk's Got a Lot of Bottle. It's just me. I read about the Milk Council's campaign, and they worked with the Dairy Council, and they're just trying to get milk. They're just trying to get kids to drink milk because they had conducted a study where teens were like, milk's not cool, man. And they were like, oh no, what are we going to do? Have a cool catchphrase. And then try to break a hot air balloon distance up record, which they did not break. A bunch of silly stuff. But yeah, check out that video if you haven't. All right, I'm going to drink a little water. Then we're going to talk about some anime while I work on this model kit. But first things first, it's time for a drink. And dramatically transitioning to that right now. Dramatic. All right. Now let's work on the side skirts, which does have some stickers, because of course it does. Also, John wants me to hit the dance button, and I will. Dance button activated. Yeah, this tune is fun. I enjoy this tune. John says, I honestly forgot the August music. Yes. I have loaded that song, that MP3. I have loaded it onto the laptop that I am taking to New York. So, if and when I do a bonus stream that Saturday from New York, a check-in stream, I will indeed be ready if people hit the dance button. I won't have the stream deck, so I won't be able to do any other things, but I will be able to play that dance button. I won't have the stream deck. I won't have the bell. I won't be able to do a dramatic transition. I wouldn't need to anyway, but I will be able to play that song because I am bringing that with me, and I'll open up an MP3 player and tab over to it. I guess I'll do that. I figured I should. All right, let's get these side skirt parts on here. We'll get these together. We can do we got to put a sticker on here, and then we can do maybe a little panel lining on here as well. And do that, and then we'll get these loaded on. So that we're gonna try to get body complete on this kit, which will be great. It'll be great to be body complete. All right, let me quickly just check my old Twitter here, just see how we're doing there. Okay, we're doing all right. I'm going to retweet my own tweet so we can get a few more friends to join us tonight. I don't know. I took a photo of me holding this kit before the stream started. Didn't realize that my bandana was all askew. Embarrassing. Not really embarrassing. All right. So that's 13. And that's, yeah, okay. So we got to put stickers on here. And we also have to talk about the anime that I've been watching the last 2 days. We got 2 shows to talk about. Parallel World Pharmacy and my isekai life. I gained a second character class and became the strongest sage in the world, which I still am an episode behind on. And maybe next Monday, I keep saying that, I'll get caught up, but I would like to get caught up. This week, I'm good. I say for Thursday, I will get caught up on either Call of the Night or whatever, the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. I'm going to get caught up on one of those two because I'm a week behind on both of them. I'll get caught up on one of them. Parallel World Pharmacy. Shit is hitting the fan here. This episode. If you were like, oh, now he's got a pharmacy. Now we're into the slow life portion of the stream, right? Because now he's just got a pharmacy and he's going to be helping people and it's going to be whatever. But no, shit got complicated. Shit got actiony. Remember, this is not a slice of life. It is an action isekai that has some doctoring in it. There are times where our main character is more of a doctor than a badass. Anyway, so his dad got some new lands when he and the main character Pharma saved the Empress. So they're visiting that new land, which is like got some ports and some farmland, and they're hanging out by the water. And it's been a while since he's been at the beach, because you might remember that our main character, in his previous life, before he got isekai'd, he was a medical researcher, and he had been driven by trying to cure the disease that took the life of his younger sister. But he does have a memory of being at the beach with that sister. But right now he's at the beach with his current sister, Blanche, and a riptide got Blanche and taking her out. Oh shit. And Eleanor, who is kind of like looking after them, is racing out there. Don't worry about it. Pharma's like, I got this. I'll save her. I'm not going to let another of my sisters die. But, he's being pulled down too, and he's losing strength. So he activates his cool powers, because he's got cool powers from a god. And it's the ocean, and then there's not ocean anymore. There's just a big circle where there isn't water anymore. And at first Eleanor is like, oh, he pushed back the water with like a barrier? No. He deleted the water. Because he can do that. We know he can do that, just not on the scale. Like, the sands where there used to be ocean is dry. Like, he evaporated the water using his abilities to save Blanche. And that's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be able to do that. That feels like maybe it's going to be a problem, because that is a negative attribute which people aren't supposed to have. It's supposed to be impossible. Of course, this was witnessed by someone who immediately informs the holy diocese, the church, because it's an anime, and the church is not going to be pleased with this shit, even though he is clearly a messenger from God. But whatever, people are like going to be freaked out about it, and of course he does get narked out. And Pharma returns to the pharmacy, and he's being watched by some priests. And then a horse and carriage break into the pharmacy and break the medicines and fill it with mud and just kind of trash the place, because I think they're trying to agitate him or something. And that obviously fucking sucks. But don't worry, because Gene, the sailor who got helped out, he and his crew show up because the candies that he's bought from our pharmacist, Pharma, have gone a long way. Hey, we got a new follow. Thank you very much, IDK. A bunch of numbers. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Talking about some anime right now while I work on this model kit. We were talking about the anime Parallel World Pharmacy. Anyway, Gene and the sailor show up to help out because our guide Pharma has been helping them prevent scurvy. So they think he's pretty cool. So they're like, oh yeah, we wanna come help you out because we appreciate all you've done for us. This is the Star Build Strike Gundam High Grade from Gundam Build Fighters. It is mostly a Strike Gundam with some other parts because that is the whole thing about Build Fighters and Build Divers and all of that. So it is mostly a Strike Gundam with some other stuff going on with it, some mods to it. Not mods that I made, mods that make it the Star Build. Anyway, also some people show up to help him out, which is nice. It's nice that he has some people looking out for him. Pharma, our main character of Parallel World Pharmacy. But somebody shows up and is like, hey, your dad's sick, which, feels weird, but okay. And then Pharma gets led to a deserted field, and there's a inquisitor from the church there. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's really not good. We might get some more action. We might have to see our main character try to be a badass. Maybe. We don't know. But that's where we left off, on a cliffhanger. Uh-oh, a cliffhanger. All right, let's get these beam saber done. They're going to go on our side skirts here. So we'll get these built. Our weapons here. These put together. And then the other anime that I want to talk to you about tonight is My Isekai Life. I gained a second character class and became the strongest sage in the world, which is on High Dive. But My Isekai Life, which I enjoy quite a bit. Again, this is episode 7. There's 8 episodes out. Dirty says the first dumb comment on the episode was nobody expects the Inquisition. I mean, that's a good dumb comment. Dirty, if you got to make a dumb comment on... if you have to make a comment on a episode of an anime that's on Crunchyroll, a dumb comment like no one expects the Inquisition is pretty good. That's a pretty good bad comment you didn't need to make. I'm not mad about that one. But yeah. Okay, so My Isekai Life. This last episode, previous episode, Yuji found out, this cult knows my name, and I might be on their hit list. Assassins are going to come after me. So he leaves the town that he's been staying in, and he is being watched by assassins who don't know that there is a stealth slime hanging out, watching them and listening to them. And Yuji figures out, okay, they aren't necessarily going to kill me because I'm a tamer and people think tamers aren't that strong. So they might not want to kill me. We'll just let this play out. Because if they disappear, then that'll be even more suspicious. If I'm alive and they're gone, people are going to ask some questions and it's going to give me more heat. So he's like, all right, the only thing I can think to do is act like I'm not strong and cool. So he acts like he doesn't have any money. He acts like he's weak, but, like his slimes are okay, strong, and his wolf is pretty strong, but not too strong. He's just trying to get them to think that he is not an overpowered main character. I should also point out that this episode, this part of the manga I did not enjoy. Because they honored the manga by having this be so many shots of the two assassins threatening each other and then also staring like deeply and trying to figure out Yuji's whole goddamn deal. And so they honored the manga by making it an episode that was not enjoyable to watch because it was just like, just think he's bad or want to kill him or try to kill him. Do either. This in between where you're not is so annoying. We got a flashback to the earliest parts of the manga that we skipped in this anime. We finally got to the part where when Yuji met Proud Wolf, which is a nothing thing. It's just Proud Wolf tried to attack Yuji, and then Yuji was strong enough to stop him, and then Proud Wolf was like, please don't kill me. And he was like, well, how about I tame you? And he's like, that sounds great. We did get to see Proud Wolf be pretty cool in this episode, so that was fun. Anyway, by the end of it, they're like, you know what? This dude, there's nothing cool about this guy. He's not strong. He's just around. It's fine. He's not a target. Great. Now it's time to go for their next target. Uh-oh. It's the priest. The priest that gave Yuji the dagger that he needed to kill that dragon. What was his name? I wrote it down here. Stell. Stell. They're going to go after Stell. So Yuji's like, all right, well, I can't let that happen. So he uses his magic to freeze the two assassins alive. Are they dead? Or are they just cryogenically frozen? We don't know. But they are not there anymore, and so it doesn't matter. But so now Yuji's like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to have to go help out. He stops by this town that has a well-known, well-regarded armor smith that makes monster armor, and he's like, hey, make my slime some armor. And the armor smith's like, these slimes are really strong, so I'm going to need some materials. And then there's a shot of a nearby volcano. And there's some kind of creature in that volcano. Is it another dragon? I don't know. So we're going to find out. This kit does come with its own stand, which is a weird looking stand that I like a lot. Look at this thing. What's up with this stand? But yeah, this kit has its own stand, which is kind of fun. So we can do that here. I don't know why this kit has its own little weirdly shaped stand, but it does. So we're body complete on the kit. Now we can work on the armor and all the effects, which we won't finish tonight, but we will get some done. But yeah, that's what I've been watching, those two shows. So maybe Yuji has to fight something in a volcano. He also, at some point, does, like, he has the advantage of the two assassins that people won't know for a while are gone. So he can hopefully get to that priest and help them out. But he still has to go help this priest out who helped him out before. And get some cool armor for his friends. The slimes. Yeah, I don't love that my isekai life just started in the action and then has been doing some flashbacks throughout, like as it goes. Like, oh yeah, there was the Dryad, and then we'll flash back to how he met the Dryad, and how did he meet the slimes, and how did he get isekai, and it's just like, y'all could have just, you didn't have to fuck around with this. You could have just done it. Could have just done it in order. Like at this point, especially since now obviously they didn't necessarily know this when it aired, that they were going to air the first two episodes back to back on the first day of the show. Like, but since they did do that, to me it is weird that they just didn't go in order and they skipped around. I don't know. I still find that odd. All right, now's the part of the stream where you tell me, what are you watching? What are you playing? What are you into right now? What's got you? Your thoughts? What are you spending your time on, video game wise? If you're watching anything, I already talked about League of Their Own, the TV series, which I'll be watching more of because I really enjoyed the episode the 3 episodes that I saw of it. So I will be giving that more of my time because it was good. And yeah, so I do know that I will be watching more of that in the near future. But yeah, what are y'all up to? What are you getting into? What are you watching? What are you playing? Well, let me try to get this. Figure out why I can't get this piece in right. Where does this go? Where does this piece go? I don't understand. It looks like this. You take I-20 like this. Take I-20 like this. And then there is a spot here where this has to go. And I'm not sure where it goes in here. It's like popping out. That's weird. Moonshot says, still making our way through Zeta Gundam. My partner just finished a League of Her Own Season 1. Nice. And I'm playing Raft and more Live Alive. You're in the final scenario. Hell yeah. You've been making your way through that game. You've been going for it. Nice. Okay, so I think I did get this piece slotted in right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but... Oops, no. This little part that was supposed to go in there did flick away, and I don't know where it went, which is fun. Because if I put this down... Yeah, that little piece just fly away. And I don't know where it went, which is fun. We'll just do that. This still works. There's a way to make this gun like longer or whatever, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll just do it like this. I think that's fine. You finished Morbido. I had kind of forgotten how the ending got, but it's still really good. That's nice. Last rock. Dirty spent the weekend playing Lost Ark and watching the Hobbit Lord of the Rings trilogy. Hell yeah. Enjoy that. Aristophan says, I watched Day Shift on Netflix, a comedic action horror vampire movie. It was not too bad, says Aristophan. Not too bad. Okay, we take those here. The not too bads. Sometimes they are not too bad. Wait, does this kid have a transformation? No. This kid has like a cockpit mode, looks like. And it's got effects parts, which we haven't put on yet. Oh, okay. So the backpack is where those guns are attached. Okay, that makes sense. The backpack has some guns on it, and there's a shield. Let's build the shield next, and then the backpack, cockpit, and the other parts. Oh, there it is. Will be something that we do later. I also was reading Watamote on Manga Up, and good thing it limits how much you can read at once because I still can't stand the main character. Yeah, Lashbrook, I hear you on that one. Also, I realized halfway through making a pot of stew in your Instapot that you've forgotten to replace the seal on the lid after washing it, so I had a bunch of overflow on your counter to clean up. Dirty, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. That's not... Nobody likes that. That sounds terrible. All right, yeah, so I don't know why this gun is being weird, but whatever. We'll figure that out later. Let's build the shield here. We need E, and we need D, and we need B, and then we'll need some stickers. Let's get that there. Currently trying to dodge Better Call Saul spoilers. Good luck. Hey, Rye. So Rystream Gutless saying I'm leaving a lurk. Welcome. Yes, Lashbrook, good luck dodging those spoilers. I hope you get to see it with spoiler free. Lord Gratian says, still watching One Piece, and they're trying to figure out how to get to Sky Island. Now they're dealing with the Monkey Brothers. Skypiea is a weird arc that I like a lot. It's not too long, but like it is a weird... Skypiea is weird, but I do like it. I did like that arc. Yeah. But yeah, good luck to everybody waiting for endings. You watch the... Oh, Lord Gratian didn't watch that. There you go. So good luck on that. Video game wise, I played two free to play multiplayer games, and I had very different results. Multiverses, I played with a friend, and we were doing some 2-on-2, and I'm not good at that. Turns out, but I had a lot of fun playing with a friend, and we were on voice chat and just having a good goofy time. It was very silly. It's a friend that I was playing Halo with a bunch, so it was very fun to just like shoot the shit and talk a bunch of mess. And then here's the good thing: neither of us are good at multiverses. Neither of us is like good at all in that game. So it was very easy for us to be like, "Hey, what are we supposed to do here? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what are we supposed to do here? Oh, I don't know. Like, oh, hey, are you? Am I helping you right now? I don't know. Maybe you're helping me. It was very silly. It was a comedy of errors, but we laughed a lot. And then I just got my ass kicked in Rumbleverse. I managed to get into some games today. Yesterday, not a lot of luck. Today, plenty of luck. I got into many, many games and lost many, many times. And the problem is I really think Rumbleverse is fun. I think Rumbleverse is very fun, and I'm fucking bad at it. I did okay in the network tests, but people are getting good at that game, and I need them to stop being so good at it, and I need them to start getting on my level, which is bad. I need that. Like, I'll get an elbow. Look, will I get an elbow drop sometimes? Yes, I will get an elbow drop on somebody, and I'll feel real good about that. And then I will just get dizzy, and I will just then lose. And that doesn't feel good at all. Do you see the clip of Adam Boyes cheated of someone pulling off a ridiculous air juggle? No, last week I did not see the air juggle. I will have to investigate that. Yeah, no. I can get some people out of nowhere, but when it's like, I'll say this for Rumbleverse. This is a skill. This sounds like nothing, but it is a skill. I'm pretty good at running away. I'm pretty good at getting away when and not trying to win situations that are unwinnable. I'm doing okay in that respect of like, oh, it's time for me to bounce and see what's up and get to another spot and try to get like, get some stuff, get some ingredients for things, and like try to rebound and refocus later. Like, I'm pretty good at knowing when to run away and how to get away. I'm doing okay on that. I'm just not doing good at like encountering people and making it out of there alive with some, eliminations. But I enjoy both those games, and I would recommend both of them if you're looking for both multiverses and Rumbleverse. If you're looking for some free-to-play online goofiness, I think you can get that. The vibes are good on both of them. You have the real grade of this ordered. Wait, is there a real grade of the Star Build Strike Gundam? I didn't know that. Are they doing a real grade of? Are they doing a real grade of a Build Fighters? Weird. And this one? I mean, all the build and Build Fighters are like weird, or Build Fighters and Build Divers are all like weird variants, but nice, right? Cool. I have the God Gundam coming, and I'm excited about that because the God Gundam real grade. When is that supposed to be coming? October. That's the next real grade that I have that I know I'm going to be building, and I'm looking forward to that because those kits are. I'm sure that kit's going to be good. Also, it's like after building the master grade so long ago with the God Gundam, it would be nice to work on like a new version of that kit, like from the ground up, a nice real grade of it. I'm looking for that. Modern real grades have been pretty good. That high new real grade was fucking fantastic. The new Gundam real grade was really good. So I am interested in having a cool new real grade, a modern real grade. I also at some point I'm gonna have to build that full mechanics Raider Gundam because we built the Calamity full mechanics, and I have the Raider now. I'm gonna have to build that at some point. That box is big. That's the biggest box I've had in quite some time. So excited about that. All right, so I need 17, and then we got 21 and 22. And then 14 and 23, which is all of the parts we need that attach to this shield to do a bunch of stuff that I don't remember what that stuff is because I haven't looked at this kit in a long time. All right, so let's get that together. This goes like here. We are probably close to the end of the stream. We are going to raid at the end of the night. Don't worry. We always end with a raid. So we will find somebody cool out there to go and hang out with. Don't you worry about that if you were like, Pat, but what if you don't raid tonight? We will. Don't get freaked out about it. Ooh, that is instructions I cannot read. That is fun. It's always fun when that happens. When this is from 2014. You would hope that there would be a little bit of English right there, but there is not. That's okay. This is not purely identical, but it's mostly identical. So that's a bummer. Well, if we fuck it up, we'll fix it. And this goes that. All right, I think this is right. And then this folds up into that. Oh, yeah, all right, I think we did this right. And then this goes somehow into here. That, okay. Again, I don't know what this thing does, but it's got some kind of extender on it. And then, all right, we're almost done with the shield, so we'll finish the shield. We got to do H23 or H22. Oh, I can do or, one or the other. So we'll look at that. I can put one of these shield pieces on. I guess we'll do the bigger one. We have the option. So we'll do the larger one, because why not do the larger one? Which is H22. So we'll need polycaps. Not polycaps. Stickers 16 and 17. You know how much I love big area stickers, but that's what is required for this kit, so it's a high grade. You know, that's a variant kit, so it's gonna have big old weird stickers. It kind of has to. You know, when master grades have color correcting stickers, that's always a frustrating thing. If real grades ever did that, I'd be like, what are we doing here? But high grades, especially high grades that are weird modifications of other kits, I'm not too mad at that. You know, I understand it. When there were color correcting stickers for that heavy arms, the heavy arms you can see behind me over here, that was a bummer because that kit is very expensive, but also I knew it was a limited release kit, so I can understand that. All right, and then this is going to go, it just snaps on like that. Okay. And then we can do some light panel lining here. Just get a little bit of color here. A little bit of color there. Just to break this up so it's not just... So it's not just a big splot of white. Because that's all really we're doing with panel lines. We just break up the stuff and make it look a little more presentable. Like there's a little more life to it. And shield. Which, how do I put the shield on? Oh, I-13. So, do I not move that? Here's H. Here's J. Where did I go? Hold on. I gotta lean. Oh my. Nope. This is... here it is. I found it. Oh, the real grade you ordered. The search reminded me of the MG sold like hard drugs crashing. I saw they sell a booster for this. It comes with it. So, yeah, no. The thing that this comes with is all of these effect parts, which we're going to be doing on Thursday's stream. That's the big sell of this kit. are all of the cool wing effects parts, which we will be doing on Thursday's stream because we won't have time for that tonight. But we will be adding all of those cool parts in the future because that's going to look real cool on Thursday stream. So we'll open Thursday stream by putting all these cool wing parts in, which, and I guess build. Oh, also we have to build the like the pod. We have to build the pod backpack on Thursday stream. So we have to do that. We got to build the pod, and then we have to put on all of these not silly, but cool effects parts. So this custom stand. One of the reasons why I have the custom stand is so you can take all of these cool effects parts, not effects parts, these clear parts. You can take all these clear parts here, and you can store them on the stand. That's why we have the stand like that, which is very silly. That's very silly, but also kind of cool. I don't know how heavy we'll go into the effects parts, but we'll put some of them on. We got to build the backpack, which is also the launcher. Oh, that's why I forgot about that. The attachment on the shield is to attach to the gun to make it a better gun or something. Very silly. Whatever. But we'll take a look at that. And then the guns that are part of the backpack then can shoot underneath and effects parts. Yes. Okay, so we know we'll be doing that on Thursday where we'll finish the body of this kit and do all that. But right now we have completed the body of this kit, and then we just have to add in the cool parts later. But we've gotten quite a bit of this done. And with that, we are going to wrap up the stream. Thank you to everybody that's here, hung out with me tonight for a pretty chill Monday stream, but still fun. I hope you will come along on this raid that we are about to go on. We are about to go hang out with some people. I'm going to go find somebody out there in the community that I want to spend a little time with, and we'll go give them a little bit of love because we always end on a raid. Yes, John, we always end with a raid. We're going to go find somebody out there doing some stuff that we want to go celebrate and spend a little time with them. Who we got here? It is Monday. It's Monday, so we're going to raid Mary Kish because Mary Kish streams on Mondays. And Mary rules, so we're going to go give Mary a raid. Mary's playing Cult of the Lamb, a game that I know I don't want to play, but looks cool, and I would definitely like to watch people stream it, so... we'll go hang out with Mary as she checks out this new game, Cult of the Lamb. So feel free to come along on this raid. I hope you will join me on Wednesday, where I am checking out Arcade Paradise. I will be playing the game Arcade Paradise this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Thursday I'll be wrapping up this kit and then starting a new one. I don't know if it'll be the kit that was bought off my wish list. If that arrives. If not, it'll be something that my $10 patrons will vote on. But either way, thanks so much for being here. See you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.